I just sat down and talked for like 40 minutes. Audio cut off. 30 minutes in. Shit happens. But there are words that I just captured that I will never be able to hear again. And I'm not... I just want to know what I said. I mean, look at that face. There's some thinking going on in that face. It's okay. It's okay. You win some, you lose some. Watch, this isn't even recording audio right now, is it? Do I have my hand over the mic? Hold on, I'm about to stop and make sure this is recording audio. Well, this is strange. I got it back. Didn't lose the audio in the first place. I don't remember what I said, but I said some things, and this is some sort of a beginning. So, if you want to watch it, great. If you don't, great. It's gonna be here regardless. Here's to I don't know, and here's to making shit happen, I guess, yeah. Thanks, universe. Let's see if we get the damn camera set. My camera's about to die, so I might get cut off in a second, but I just want to talk for a second. I'm out of breath. Sitting down. A while back I took off everything from my YouTube channel. I closed my website, what little of a website I had. Got rid of Instagram, Twitter. Kept Snapchat because all my boys back home are on there. I like to keep in touch with them through there, but basically I just got rid of all of it. It started one day I went running, I think. Or no. I woke up one day and I was like, I hate this. I hate this so much. What's the deal with this stuff? The Instagram and social media and all that. I was like, I'm out of here. Which was like, it was a weird decision for me because I was a photographer. For what seems like all of my life, but it was really just around 3 or 4 years. It was just like the biggest thing in my life outside of family and friends and school. And Instagram was like a catalog of my photographic journey. And I mean, you could scroll to the bottom and the pictures were anything you'd see on Instagram. But by the top, it was, you know, I'd become a photographer. I was good at taking pictures by then. So after I deleted it, and you can't get it back if you delete your Instagram. In case you're wondering, if you permanently delete it, which is what I did, you can't get any of it back. And right after, I was just kind of devastated. I was like, all of those, because the memories were what was important to me. All of those photos had memories in them and real life things going on inside of them that were hiding behind them, and they were all just gone. I mean, I have remnants of them on my phone, but they're, to this day, just gone. And I remember the day it happened, the day I did it, and I just took off running after that in the city. And I think I ran down 14th. I know I went east and ended up, or no, I went west actually, because I was on the West Side Highway. And I saw this guy doing push-ups while I was just sitting there thinking about all of this. I was like, because as an artist, like, one of the things that's like become so pressing is this having this online presence, which is really weird to me because it's so far off from what I feel like we're trying to do as artists, which is all very vague in general. But it was a weird day, and today's a weird day. I don't know why I decided to talk to this audience today, but actually, the thing is, I do know why I did sit this camera down, I mean. And it's because this right here is why I'm here. Is why I'm sitting in this spot, looking at 14th Street, and the sun is shining on my face, which it wasn't about 40, maybe an hour ago. It was raining all this morning. I love the rain, but now the sun is shining right at me. A little synchronicity from the universe, huh? But I'm just trying to like take a second and just put this here, stamp it on YouTube. I really love YouTube in general. I think it's great. I probably love YouTube just because I love film or movies or videos, or pick your name for what it is. Moving images. I really love that community, and I want to get into it because I gotta find those of you that like watching whatever it is I make with a camera, because it's true that this is why I'm here. I picked up this camera a long time ago, and I remember looking at my reflection in here, and it was really, really strange. I got this for, I engraved it on the butt, worth $10. This was in World War II. I got this in an estate sale, and the soldiers, when they came back after winning the war, the military or the government gave them all cameras. These cameras. I can't even imagine how many cameras they had to buy. But now it's worth $10. On the bottom I've inscribed, "If found, please return," with my name. Do the right thing. Very Casey Neistat in middle school. He's what made me originally really fall in love with YouTube. It was like, that was like the era of Do More and Make It Count. Make It Count was the first one Do More was I saw first, but then I saw Make It Count, and I was like, yes, I love that stuff. It just gets you amped up for life, and it's like, yeah, memento mori, motherfuckers. Let's go, let's live. That's how I am. But he kind of, I think he planted a seed in me, certainly, when I was young. But now I'm here. Now I've been through a lot. No more or less than any other human. We all gotta go through our shit, but I've come out the other side, so to speak, for the most part. I think I've kind of have a good skin and good heart and good head on my shoulders. I've got enough under my belt to where I can hold myself down when the seas get rough, which was huge for me for a long time. Didn't used to be able to do that. Used to just get by myself because I just didn't know. I didn't know things that I know now. So all I'm really trying to say is hey, cause yeah, I don't know, but I had to make this stamp of something. I had to make a ball so that I could then get that ball rolling. And that ball rolling is me as a filmmaker. Photography got me into this university. Art will more or less pay for it, along with the hard work that my parents put in for me. Thank you guys. If you ever see this, they're not big YouTube people. Although my dad is, it's piqued his interest recently. He loves America's Funniest Home Videos, and well, I'm sure if you're on YouTube, you know there's tons and tons and tons of like America's Funniest Home Videos type stuff on YouTube, and he's really loved that. Anyway, this is staggering. I'm aware this is probably a little brutal to watch, but if you watch it, thank you, and if you don't, that's fine too, because all I really want to do is put something there so that in 10 years I can go, yep, that was the day. Tuesday, let's see, January 23rd. Tuesday. I can't think of much special that goes on Tuesdays. Usually Mondays and Sundays are like my jam. But now I got a special Tuesday. I'm done with, I started class yesterday, my second semester of college, and done for the day, but I've got some work I gotta finish for tomorrow. Sunday, I got back 2 days ago, and I did alright for a good while, but I spent a little over a month in Waco, Texas, where I was born and raised all my life. I never moved, except for once down the block when I was like 1 or 2. And at first it was weird being back home after spending the longest amount of time away from everyone I love ever, much less being 1,500 miles away from all of those people. That was hard. But by the end, when I was flying home, I was so glad to be going home, but also I am completely different from the person I was before I moved here in August. And going back home was, it was like putting on that old skin. I just kind of like slid right into my old self. And not like it didn't fit. Like the glove didn't fit quite again, but the glove was still home. If this metaphor is still making sense. And by the end of the trip, the glove was, I think I just hammered it into the dirt, but I don't really know. I think the glove and me just kind of like melded into one or something. And now it's like I've got home, and all of the things I love and the people I love in my heart, which wasn't the case when I left, because when I was leaving for college, for New York City, I was kind of just like, fuck everything. I just left because I'd just been just like trying to just do what it was I wanted to do and keep myself alive at the same time, because my mental health then it was just awful. And so I was like, I'm here, everything's different, I don't have to think about, like, out of sight, out of mind. A friend. Fantastic. I told y'all that was gonna happen, but my tripod, I just screwed it in too tight, the damn thing busted off. Now there's a 1/4-inch screw in my camera bottom. We're gonna do this. If it will stay. Nope. That'll work. Interesting little bokeh of the strings there. Out of sight, out of mind. But everything that I kept out of sight and out of mind when I got home hit me like a big wave. And I slid into that glove, melded into something new for the 1500th time, maybe the 2000th, who knows. But when I got back to New York City, I had brought something with me that I hadn't brought when I first came. Which was my childhood, my closest friends that are brothers to me, my parents' love inside of me. I brought all of that in some different way. And the only reason I say that with confidence is that when I came here first, I was just kind of prancing through the fields. It was like all of my mental illness that I had dealt with when I was growing up was like in a box back in Waco, back in Texas, and it was like gone. It was like I didn't really have to deal with it as much. It was much more suppressed in a way I hadn't experienced before, which I think just comes from my love of being here, and everything that being here gives you in a mental way. I told one of my professors, like, NYC is kind of a mental dream when you're living here, whereas LA, I don't know why I picked those two. I guess it was because a bunch of classmates of mine are from LA, but LA is kind of a physical dream. You get the great weather all the time, and the beach, and the just gorgeous sky and sun. I mean, I've only been to LA once. I can't unfold about it, but I think it's more of a physical dream, and this is kind of a mental dream, and I think that mental dream kind of helped make my demons not as strong or something. So I was doing great, did great, made great grades last semester. Love love and hate art school. It's crazy being here, seeing how I got here. All of it is insane, and I'm so thankful. And the world and whatever you want to call the place we're living in, it knows how appreciative I am of it, of this life. But something changed when I got back. There's something in the air. And I don't know what it is yet. But that's probably why I made this more than anything. Because there's something going on this Tuesday, with the sun shining on me after it rained this morning, with the people that I knew last semester being a little different in a good way. I don't know. I mean, I think I do, but I couldn't put it to words right now. But it's certainly something I want to look back to. Which I think, I mean, that's why I love the self-portraits I made at one point as a photographer, which, like, I can look at one of those pictures and I swear every emotion that I was feeling when I took that picture, which was just like these horribly obnoxious, slightly manifested in reality, but really mostly just completely illusion. But despite it, whether it was real or not, was just devastating. I can see all of that in that picture. I can look into my eyes and see and relive, like in a billionth of a billionth of a billionth of a second, that moment. And when I did that the first time, I said this in my essay to go to school here. I was like, that was something. For me, that was pretty crazy and pretty real, which a lot of mental illness is not real. It is, like, yes, it is happening to you, but the things you're thinking, a lot of times they're far from what's actually going on. But you're so caught up in them, you can't see the hand in front of your face. So that was me. Here I am today, talking to a different camera, looking into a different camera. But what I really wanted to talk about was 2 nights ago, I got here, got in a cab, told them where I lived. Union Square, 14th Street. 14th Street in Irving. Yep, that's the one. Got here, carried my big ass bag all the way up to the 14th floor. I rode an elevator, actually. Wasn't bad at all. But then after I had unpacked and kind of rearranged a couple things, I really like organizing my space. It sounds probably a little strange, but I really love doing that. Maybe it's just the aesthetic eye in me. But I mean, I was gonna be living here a whole year. I might as well make it good to live in, right? But in any case, I was rearranging. But by the end of the night, my roommate wasn't at home, and I quite literally cried myself to sleep. And I can't remember the last time I cried, genuinely. Like, I used to be a crybaby when I was little. I'm just so damn sensitive that to everything. Like, I'm so highly empathetic that if someone else in a room is feeling bad, I start feeling bad, which is not, I don't think is a normal thing, but more broadly speaking, like, I'm just very in tune with those things. I always have been. And man, yeah, it was weird. It was really weird, because I didn't know what was happening to me. I mean, I never do when it's like hitting rock bottom, right? You never know then, when you're at rock bottom, what it's gonna become, what it's trying to tell you, where you go from here. But I just had no fucking clue what to do. I was sitting right in that bed, right? Laying in that bed, my pillow soaked, tissues just soaked with snot, listening to this horribly depressing song. But it's a really good song, but it is depressing, without a doubt. Maybe a little hopeful too. Gotta have those together, right? But yeah, I wasn't in a good place. My brain was just on Pluto. Pluto's not even a planet. What is that thing? A meteor, maybe? I don't know, but it was way out in space. And space is dark. So, yeah. That's how I knew so much had changed, so much had evolved since I'd moved here. And my other, it was weird. Like, I used to see my friends, my really close group of friends, my close group of guys, I used to see them like every day before we all went off to college. Like, almost every day. And if not every day, at school or hanging out or what have you, we'd always meet up on the weekends. It was ritual. And all of a sudden 3 months had gone by, and it was like I had no fucking clue what they'd been up to. It was so weird. It was so distancing. And it sucked. And it's like, yeah, see you next semester. We gotta go live our lives. I'm not down with that. But I got up the next day. Well, actually, you want to hear something strange? This has never happened to me before. So there I was, crying myself to sleep. I succeeded. I fell asleep. And then, it must have been right as my brain had just, like, fallen off. I got a Snapchat. And I was listening to my phone was right here. Horrible decision. My phone was right there playing music so I could just fall asleep because I was just fucked up. And this damn Snapchat, it was like ding, and all of a sudden my brain, the whole thing was just like, oh shit, we're not asleep anymore. And it was horrible. I mean, it was like I was so close to just getting into, I love sleep, and it's a very healing thing. The Sun Also Rises, great book, my favorite book. So I knew, I was like, this is horrible. As I was crying, as I was falling asleep, I was like, this is horrible. But I'm going to go to bed, and the sun will rise, and I'll get up, and it'll be a new day. So that's what I did. And then that goddamn Snapchat woke me out of it. So I had to do it again. And then something else happened. And all of a sudden, I had gotten bed at 10. That Snapchat probably came at like 10:20. And all of a sudden, it was like 12. Maybe even close to... Maybe it got to 1. I don't remember. But I was just trying to fall asleep, trying to fall asleep. Thinking about all these loved ones and people that I just am so far away from, that I care about so much. And I fell asleep eventually. And I got up. I sat on my bed. I washed my face. I brushed my teeth. Sat on my bed. Meditated. 20 minutes straight. Did some other things. Went to class. Did some other things. Went to another class. Talked to my dad. I talked to him Sunday, and I don't know if he noticed. Maybe he'll know if he ever watches this. I don't know, but don't know if he will. But I was talking to him on the phone on Sunday, and I was like, because I literally just couldn't keep my Adam's apple down my throat, because I was so sad to have left my two folks. I'm an only child, and I'm very close with those two. We're like best friends, like a happy trio. So that was rough. Because, I mean, they're still working and doing their thing and living their life. But all of a sudden, it's without me. It's without their kid. It's pretty strange for them, and for me, but God, I can't imagine for them. It's like, now what? You know? It'd be like if I made I almost don't want to bring it up. So belittling of parent and child love and all of that, but it'd be like if I made my best art piece that I'll ever make in my whole life, right? And then after that, it's like, now what? But that's an easy answer. It's just, you keep going. You just keep going. You keep living. I don't know. You know? Do any of us know? Probably not. Actually, I'm sure none of us do. At least right now. But I just wanted to say all this and go, this is where I'm at right now. Let's see where I am in the future. Hopefully I won't be dead. Not doing much photography anymore. Stopped that a while back. I've made some video projects since coming here. Last semester I made I think 3. I'm proud of them, but they're for me. I don't think many people would get much out of them. kind of like art therapy for a little while, which I'm so glad I can do. Keeps me going. But, well, I have done some photography. I took some film pictures, but haven't made prints or anything. I was saying there's something in the air. That doesn't sound very grounded in reality, does it? Talking about, oh yes, the universe knows I'm thankful. That sounds real, Jacob. Yeah. But I think it is. I want to say I know it is, but I won't say I believe in it, because I'm not much of a believer in things, but I would certainly like to think that there's something going on up in here. And I swear it proves it more often than not. But there's a reason, we write scripts for for videos, so that we don't talk in circles, or just don't get anywhere in general. This has been certainly unscripted. I'm excited. I feel better than I did a couple days ago, when I was tearing away from everything that I really care about back home. All the people, I mean. There's something there. What should I title this? That's what I'm really trying to think about right now. First thing that just came to mind was Reminder of Death. I already got that on my arm. One spelled out, because it's the first. A new something. Foundation. I like that. I don't know.